Hey guys, did you know that atheists are evil, terrible people that should never, ever enter into politics? Of course I'm being sarcastic, but there are people out there who actually think this way and act on it. And that's what this video is going to be about today, but before I get into it, I want to tell you about a really funny video by the Unhinged Network that's called Catwoman Loves Batman, and I think it's extra funny because it kind of shows how some guys might act whenever they lose control in a relationship.
Oh, looks like your pussy whipped.
Nice.
So if you guys want to check out that video, the link will be in my description box below. Make sure to like it, comment on it, subscribe to their channel, and tell them that I sent you. So anyways, atheism and politics. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I came across an article that talked about this. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley accused State Senator Katrina Shealy of spreading a lie that the director of the Department of Social Services, Lillian Collar, is an atheist. She had asked Haley's staff months ago to confirm or deny the rumor about Collar's alleged atheism. The staff clarified that Collar is Jewish, which came as a relief to Shealy. "I don't give a flying flip what the director is," came her retort. "Well, that's not true either. I would worry if she were an atheist." An atheist? No, say it isn't so! I love how dramatic this whole thing is. Her alleged atheism, like it's some horrible thing. You know, I'd like to ask this bitch what her problem is. She obviously didn't have a problem with this other lady before thinking that she was an atheist. She obviously had no problems doing her job, everything was just fine, and now there's this controversy, this huge issue of whether or not she doesn't believe in a god. And one of the reasons why I really hate this is because these people claim to be all for freedom of religion, but do they really mean it? Because this is like they're saying, you can believe whatever you want to believe as long as it fits in within the parameters of what I think it's okay for you to believe. When what they should be saying is, I don't give a shit what the fuck you believe as long as it doesn't affect how you do your job, and as long as you're a good person. Speaking of being a good person, some atheists are not good people. Some atheists are total assholes. Some Christians are total assholes. Some people in general are assholes. Some people are good, some people are bad. Your religious affiliation doesn't necessarily have to correlate with that at all. So it drives me nuts when people are like, well, I'm voting for this politician because he's a good Christian. Shouldn't you worry more about them being a good person instead of a good Christian? I'm a good atheist. Does that matter to anyone? No, because that word atheist follows it. The good person part is negligible to them. But you know what? I can kind of empathize with these people. They were indoctrinated into a system where the non-believer is the ultimate heretic and they're incapable of doing good. They've never even considered questioning these superstitions because this kind of mindset is crucial if religion is to survive. Being open-minded to skepticism is the first step towards the dismissal of a delusion, which is too much for these people to handle. Which is exactly why they try to force their religiosity, and yes, that's a new word that I just made up, onto everyone else via law. Here are 7 states which ban atheists from holding public office. Or the land of the free, unless you're an atheist, and the home of dumbass states. Sorry if you live there. Now, to be fair, these rulings have been unenforceable for over 50 years because of a higher ruling, but that didn't stop the people in South Carolina in 2010 whenever an atheist was running for public office. But the problem is less with these bogus laws and more with the stereotype that follows atheists. We are one of the most distrusted groups in all of America, which I find to be baffling. So of course it's going to be difficult to get elected anywhere. I mean, there are 535 members of Congress and only 5% admit to being non-religious, and there's only one open atheist. Like Richard Dawkins once said, you've got to assume that these people have some kind of education, so there's no way that only 5% of them are atheists, but they can never admit it. Because even today, the stigma against it is so strong that they can't admit it. People are afraid. They think that non-believers have no morals, and they don't want to elect somebody with no morals to public office. But my fear is kind of the opposite. It kind of scares me that people with these ridiculous beliefs are governing my country. Like this guy. I know he's just a candidate for the Tea Party with almost no chance of election, but he is still a primary candidate for the GOP nomination for US Senate. And he thinks that God controls the climate, so you can relax. You don't have to worry about global warming or any of that stupid shit because God's gonna take care of it for you. They're in control of this country. What the hell are we thinking? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me as an American to have other countries look at us and see people like that who are in control of things. But I do think that religion is slowly dying out, and like any other wounded animal, starting to lash out, so we're seeing a lot more of it right now. So I think the only thing that we can do is wait it out, have more people be open as atheists, because we have to remove the stigma, we have to remove the stereotype, and the only way to do that is to be active in the community as open atheists, to vote for atheists, run for public office, even if you think you're gonna lose, because it gets your name out there, it gets the movement out there. I think it's important. and that's what I'm fighting for, that's what I'm making videos for, along with a lot of you. We find it to be an important issue, worthy of discussion, and hopefully things change very soon. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Like it, share it everywhere. Make sure to check out my website at www.jacquelineglenn.com. I'll have a link in the description below. I also sell a lot of really cool atheist and logic t-shirts that help support my channel. So if you want to support me, you can go ahead and check out that website. Also, I just opened a Patreon account. So if you want to be my Patreon, I'll have more information about that in the description below too. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
There's no God.